What up? What up? What up? What up?
Your girl BB Walters in the building.
Chill. Walker Ma.
And of course,
Detroit Mail.
What up,
The man with the grandmaster plan for the IOW network.
Say it louder.
No.
Detroit man.
Hell
The man
no.
with the grandmaster plan for the IOW network.
Okay.
Oh, you said it loud. Oh, never mind.
You know.
No.
We know you smoke.
All right. Anyway, welcome to another episode of I Often Wonder. We are your favorite podcast, Gang.
Gang.
Listen, before we get into today's eavesdrop conversation, let's get the preliminaries, the house care, all that stuff out the way. If you want any of our social media platforms, anywhere where we are streaming at, please go to the website, www.
I often wonder.
Look here, girl. 19.
.com.
Please
Oh my
don't put
goodness.
Look Here Girl in there because
Look at girl is not part of the website. It's www.ioftenwonder.com. Oh my God.
Anyway,
Look here, girl.
as y'all see, the Gel Mail Foolery
Let me tell you something.
has started, and Lamar apparently is joining in today. So
And
let
you
me
know,
hurry up and get through.
Well, I've been up since 7 o'clock. Well,
I've been up since
hey, y'all know me. I've been up since 6, so you know they ain't never up there early.
I got to waking the roosters up.
Oh. Wait, that's a hound dog.
Okay.
I'm sleep deprived. Got the damn animal noises I was supposed to
First
do.
of all, I don't hear nobody talking about no sleep deprived because I've been sitting in this chair.
First of all,
I've been sleep deprived.
Jesus is on the main line.
The day off.
Tell him what you want.
The day off.
Yeah, your ass is over there singing
Negro
spirituals. All that work you been doing.
Listen, no, my last check, it said I had 124 hours.
Oh, yeah, you work.
Yeah,
I had 124 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably got a little.
Your back from
Listen, I probably got a couple.
Extended back. Extended back.
I probably got a couple. But however, I think we should be good now. I think I've got the schedule together.
My name Lexus.
I shouldn't be making any more
Your name is
shows.
Kunta Kinte.
My name is Lexus. Anyway. As you guys see, we are in a very joking mood today,
Yeah,
and there's an actual. You said what?
We ain't seen Lexus in a while.
Yeah,
y'all have it, and I love it, and y'all know I would not have it any other way.
We ain't gonna take it easy on you.
Do I expect that?
I mean, I'm glad you know this.
I'm about to say,
I'm glad you know this, man.
You know, that does not faze me out. If y'all did not do that, I would feel some kind of way. I really would. If y'all didn't do that, I would feel some kind of way. But
I bet you would.
I would. But make sure you guys are also downloading the app.
Right.
It is on
Network.
Apple and Google. You can catch all of our shows. Listen, the lineup is getting serious.
It's getting packed with good content.
Serious. Okay. Of course, you got us on there. Of course, you got Late Night with Lamar. Miss Vicky's show is on there. What's the name of her show again?
Love Cafe.
Thank you.
Oh, Love Cafe.
Dirty Hills.
Dirty Hills.
Yeah, I had forgot about them.
Yeah, if you love some wrestling.
Come on, we got White Vault.
Yep.
And then we got Ars Paradoxica.
Yep.
Yes.
And
hey, we working on. We working.
So, and I actually moved up the date. So
moved up the date. Oh, drop the news. Drop the news.
So you guys can tune in starting next week. Wednesday. The community. We are going to be airing our first episode. Make sure you tune in. I'll tell you what it's all about. What kind of stuff we'll be talking about.
You ain't gonna give me a little sneak peek. What it is?
I mean,
give him a teaser right now.
Let's just say.
Just wet the whistle a little bit.
The first topic, is kind of on the edges of did this sexuality thing really happen to me?
Oh,
yeah. That can go so many ways.
Well, look. How about this? If you want kind of more an idea of the content that Lex is about to drop, go on over to I Often Wonder. We did a profile on Black Barbara Waters. Y'all go on back.
They put me in a hot
Go on
seat.
back. Put her in the hot seat. Go on back. Y'all go rewind through the episodes. You get a great idea of how we came about BB.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That was a powerful show too. I love
it
that.
really was. I'm still getting inboxes on it, and we got some really good guests that are coming in on the show. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but we got a great guest today, though.
And I was getting ready to get
I'm
right
excited.
to that. It kind of falls into the realm of why they've been picking at me, because we have another comedian on the show.
Oh, yes, we do.
You know, we love talking to a comedian.
We love comedy. We love laughing and especially talking shit.
Yeah, especially the shit talking.
Yeah, you do a lot of that.
Oh, like you so innocent, motherfucker.
And then he turns white as the wall. Okay. All right. Anyway.
The last name's gonna sound familiar. Who we got?
I was gonna say the name might sound familiar. And of course, because it sounds familiar, you guys should probably correlate two different channels together. We'll see. If you know what it is, drop it down in the comments. Let us know. But a comedian who is the stuff that I watched.
Hey, funny. Funny.
I was re-listening to some stuff on the way to the studio in the car.
All I know is if y'all my friend, you better tell me I got food in my teeth.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you got food in your teeth.
That's all I know.
Because that joke right there. All right, listen, without any kind of further ado. Guys, please give an I Often Wonder welcome to Mr. Jon Dore.
Yeah.
What's up, Jon?
Not much. This is great.
Now, what's your nick? They call you J Dog in the streets.
Oh my god.
They call me. Growing up, it was Jodo because Jon Dore. When I was playing baseball, it was always Jodo.
Jodo. I like that.
I got Big Joe for a while, and I got Doorknob in school. Those were the dark days. That's what got really dark.
Did they call you Doorknob because every girl had a turn?
Go on.
That boy John was pimping since been pimping since been pimping since been pimping.
His stash today is wearing off.
I got impeccable weed. That's all I know.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yes, that's why they called me Doorknob.
He was stroking.
All right, let me go ahead and try to put them in a box because they not gonna stay in a box. And I see that you egged them on, John.
Hey, John egged it on. He egged it on.
I just said John's gonna egg it on. So just saying, Lord. So, John, before we even get into asking you any questions, please let all the listeners know where they can find you at. Plug all of your social media, websites, everything. Plug it away.
Sure, yeah. At TV's Jon Dore, TVS Jon Dore. So that's where you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. And that's mostly, if I'm posting anything, that's where I'm posting. So live dates, any shows that we're introducing, one that just got canceled in Canada. Well, you can tune in to find out how that got canceled. But yeah, at TV's Jon Dore.
Okay.
And I'll explain that handle for people who don't know. Back in the day, I did a show called the Jon Dore Television Show. And at the end, I always say, thanks for watching television. I'm TV's Jon Dore. So I thought, I'll get that handle. But when you're not on television and you tell people I'm at TV's Jon Dore, they're like, oh, well, that's sad. Right. You want that once was relevant, but occasionally it's relevant again. But at TV's Jon Dore for Twitter and Instagram.
At least it still works. That's all that matters. It still works. So we can still find you there.
Yeah, they still can.
So, of course, we have to ask this first question. How did you get into the realm of comedy?
Interesting. It's such a long question, I guess, or a long answer to a question, but I just started one day. I wasn't good at anything else. I'll make that clear. So grew up in Ottawa. I knew, basically almost failed out of high school. Eventually got into college studying TV broadcasting, and a comedy club opened up across the street from where I was living at the time. So I went and tried it one night because the MC bailed and the owner. This is a whole big story I don't even have time to get into, but if you want me to, I can.
We have
the comedy club open. Essentially, the club only opened for 6 months, and then the owner went to prison for doing horrible things. So that's the nutshell version of it. But if you have questions, I'll gladly open that up. But yeah, so I went there, did a spot. It was horrible. It was awful. I was scared. I lasted maybe a minute on stage and just bailed and introduced the first act. I was terrified. Had no idea what I was doing. But then, just slowly kept doing stand-up comedy. I couldn't do anything else. And I started doing murder mystery dinner theater I was doing improv comedy.
Okay.
I was doing anything where I was the center of attention and could try and be funny. Auditioning for commercials. Eventually volunteered hosting a live community access television show 5 days a week. So I did that for about 3 years, and all those things together kind of like those were my loves, doing stand-up comedy and television. And then just eventually you keep doing it and you realize you love it, and you'll drive as far as you have to drive to do 5 minutes, and you'll pitch whatever show you got to do and take every bad gig, and it's the same old story after that. But yeah, that's how I started.
Wow,
that's pretty dope.
I like that.
Is it? I don't know.
No, it is pretty dope, because me and Mel was just talking, like, how hard is it to do stand-up
comedy?
Because as funny as I think I am, I don't think I have enough guts to do stand-up comedy.
Really? But you're comfortable like making jokes. I mean, this is going out to the internet. This is going out to an audience. You have a sense of timing.
Right.
I think it's because I don't get to see their faces screwed up at me. That's why. I don't get to see the looks.
Sit on the other side of the camera and make ugly.
Yeah, I ain't worried about you. I ain't worried about you. To you, I'm hilarious. I ain't worried about you.
I always tell people I'm a sit on the porch comedian. We all sitting around cracking jokes and stuff. I'm good with that. But like to actually have
lunch table.
Right, the lunch table. Oh yeah.
The lunch table used to be vicious.
So we all used to work together.
Yeah.
And so Lamar and I worked at a country club together. And then Lex and I worked, did corporate cooking, corporate dining. I mean,
yeah.
And so at lunch, that's how the podcast got started. At lunch, we'd be sitting around the table, and I'd be doing my usual routine banter. And then,
what you see on that podcast,
like we can turn into a podcast, and then we have brought Lamar on our second show, and then we kind of
ain't got rid of me since.
Ain't got rid of him since.
Haven't been able.
But going back to what we were saying earlier about the comedy thing. I think when it comes to stand up, it's a whole different animal,
Yeah.
And I think like sitting around amongst people, 'cause I like to crack on people. That's how I came up as a kid. We sitting around cracking,
roasting
people and stuff like that. Yeah. And we'll go back and forth with each other. I think I got good timing and wit with that, but I think stand up is just a whole different.
I believe y'all can do it if you wanted to.
Well, the trick is, and as far as like I think anyway, the trick is to make it feel like you're on your porch telling jokes. Like if you can create that, so if you can somehow trick yourself into making the audience feel like you're in a basement or on the porch or whatever it is, and they're your friends and for me anyway, that's the environment I'd love to create. So yeah, if you're lucky enough to get that feeling with an audience, it's the greatest. Like we're just sitting on the porch telling jokes, we're making fun of each other and everyone's laughing. I mean, that's ideal.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, those are the best shows.
I don't know. I still got a fragile ego.
My
ego get fragile quick.
How do you see what I have to deal with on a regular basis?
Yeah, I can imagine. But it is fun. I mean, once you the other thing too is once you love it, you can't stop doing it. So
I mean,
you have no choice. Yeah, it's like a drug, but a pretty healthy one. I think.
This one you keep your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's no meth, but yeah.
It's no meth. All right. See,
it's gonna be a long show.
This is gonna be a very long show. It's gonna be a great one.
You can quote me on that. Stand-up comedy. It's no meth.
It's no meth.
Don't tell this guy. Don't tell that guy right there.
Because he will put that on a t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt.
It'll be on a cup somewhere.
Hey, literally, it'd be like a needle. It says comedy on a needle.
But by the way, that'd be a great comedy special, by the way, on the porch. And it's just you with your friends and telling jokes. I would watch that. Imagine how fun that could be.
Might be another something on the network. Look at there.
Look at Jon Dore, the executive producer over here.
Yeah, can I jump in at the top level and executive produce?
I mean, if you're financing, cool.
Let's see what we can do. There's got to be some grant money somewhere, but how great would that be? You put together all your greatest porch stories, put your friends together, they can interact. I'm telling you, That'd be a great special for Showtime. Anyway, whatever. We can talk more. We can talk more. I'll have other TV show ideas as the show goes on. Right now, we got a T-shirt idea. It's not meth, and we have a live from the porch.
Pen? Let me take notes during this episode. So let me ask this: you talked about kind of how you create your best environment when it comes to being on stage. What has been the absolute worst environment you've been on?
Wow.
On stage.
Oh God! I mean, there's so many. There's so many.
Wow, is that many?
Lord, I'm not nervous there, buddy.
I don't know if it's like just weird high stand. I want things to go so well and feel so relaxed and so comfortable. Like ideally, the ideal show for me, because I'm quite silly, is I want the audience to definitely not know where I'm gonna go with jokes, and I want them to feel like they're on my side and they get that everything I'm saying is facetious. So, I want it to be silly and fun. So the worst I think would be if people are too drunk and not listening, and that can happen. It's basically late, but I do like a little bit of drinking. Don't get me wrong. I drink on stage. I have a job where I can drink at work, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
But
I enjoy.
I can't have people falling over drunk, not listening, and yelling shit out from the back of the crowd. So, there's a fine line. You walk a fine line. So there's a sweet spot in there. But no, I've had some horrible gigs, bar gigs where I've forgotten jokes. I'm there by myself, traveled 3 hours to go tell a joke at a Legion Hall outside of London, Ontario, Canada. For your listeners who don't know where that is, don't even worry about it. Just imagine it.
I've been to London.
Have you been to London? Okay,
yeah,
so this would be outside.
I've been a lot of places in Ontario.
Oh, there you go. So that's the Red Wings hat. I was going to ask. Right. Gotcha. All right. So Detroit Red Wings, Windsor. So between Windsor and Toronto, you fall into London. But I'm talking about like Woodstock outside of London. So weird Legion Hall gigs by myself where you have no friends, no support system, and you walk out of a lonely audience after doing 45 minutes and they did not enjoy you. Shows like that. I mean, there's so many horrible ones. I couldn't even pick one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You need a show full of stoners. They'll always laugh.
They're the best. They're the best.
Just hire him.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll always get a laugh.
Well, you got to go to the porch. You got to be in the audience at the porch show because that's going to be good. That's going to be quality.
Oh, Lord. Well, y'all hold this thought on the porch show and all the other TV ideas.
We're going to take a commercial break.
And when we get back, we're going to have more with Jon Dore. Y'all stay tuned.
Hello world, my name is L. Jeffrey Moore, and I'm excited to bring to you episode 0 of my podcast, LJ Presents, where we'll talk about arts, entertainment, science, politics, and everything else in between. Now, some of you may know me as an actor, filmmaker, and lending my voice to various other podcasts such as Ars Paradoxica and Making Movies is Hard. So I'm starting my own show because I really wanted to talk to fellow artists other than just, filmmakers and actors or what have you. Now I have a few that I've interviewed on my show, but I really wanted to broaden that spectrum as well. And in regards to politics, my main intent is to talk about how it relates to us on a local level, and most importantly, make it inclusive. In this day and age, I truly believe we have more things in common than not. We are not each other's enemy.
And you can catch LJ Presents here on the IOW Network every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you're a meth addict and you still live at home with your parents, you're probably making a killing from the tooth fairy, right? No, you have a lollipop. I'm going to put you on mute for a second. Sorry. Emma, you got to shut up. All right? Please. No. You be quiet. You be quiet. You listen, okay? You say one more word, I'm going to take your bike apart and throw it in the forest. Do you understand? Uh-huh. Good.
John, you're still on mute.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, quiet, please. This one, by the way, weird. pre-virus, I take her to the grocery store. She wants, too bad, she wants a Ken doll, which she's not allowed to have. So she's on my shoulders. We're checking out of the grocery store. She's furious. She hangs her head down in front of me and says, if you don't get me a Ken doll, I'm going to kill my mom. Yeah. And then she hangs her head down as if for emphasis and says to me, I'm going to kill your girlfriend. You remember that? I don't know what to say. I just told her, I said, I will not tell your mom you said that if you don't tell her about my girlfriend. Right? No. Both learning about secrets and how to keep them.
I knew we are. Y'all know what we are.
Got a main bitch, got a girlfriend. I'm so hood rich.
First of all,
that clip. That's hilarious.
That clip was awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Sidebar, John, we don't know what clips Jamel is going to pick, so I didn't give you a disclaimer before the show like I did your sister. I don't know what he's found on you, but he's like an internet god and can find all.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
How cute is Emma for a moment?
Like, oh yeah.
So that was from the Conan O'Brien show when we first went into lockdown, like last March, so 2020, I guess. I was talking to the booker there and they asked if I had anything that they thought would work, and I'm like, well, this might work, and that was like the demo I sent them, and they're like, this is fun. Wow. We'll just use this. But watching that just now, Emma is so cute. That's my girlfriend's daughter. So she's now 7. She would have been 6 at the time, and we joke around all the time. So she played it so perfectly. She's so cute. At one point, she even says, "Don't listen to," or she says, "Conan, he said a bad word." I didn't notice that before. Oh my god!
Listen, kids will
shut up.
Yeah, you were saying before we started recording, you said you have 5 kids in the house right now?
No, so I'm at my sister's house, and my sister has 5 kids. So
gotcha.
From the age of 10, 8, 3, 2, and 3 months.
Oh wow! My goodness.
Yeah, all I heard was headache. I got a 3 and 5-year-old, and sometimes I'm pulling my hair out.
Oh my god!
Cut my hair.
That was hard to keep.
That's
another inside thing.
I can't hear Jamel. Can you guys hear him?
Jamel,
how's that? Is that better?
That's way better. Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Sometimes, for some reason, I don't know why, when I play a clip, it seems to bring my mic down. I don't know why.
It's telling you to shut the hell up. That was telling me. Shut the hell up. It knows you're about to say something like you just did.
About to say some bullshit.
I want to hear everyone.
Listen, the shade that Jamel likes to throw is
no. You probably didn't hear it because he do that on purpose. Because Jamel likes to throw a little jab, bro. Oh, this, bro.
That's snitching, that's me.
Oh, it's snitching. I know you ain't talking all this snitching you done done.
The feds up in here?
First of all, you the one that's actually old law enforcement.
Look, we got a guess.
Yeah,
we have a guess here, sir. We have a guess.
I'm happy to either witness this or just be a part. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you guys are in separate rooms. You know.
I like
there she is. So wait a minute.
He goes on with the bit.
What kind of so are you in front of a green screen? And that is I mean, it's looking good there in Raleigh.
We're in front of a green screen with 2 cameras.
Okay.
So we actually in the same room, see?
Now you see me here.
Yeah. But what is your background? What did you choose as your background?
Oh, that's our set living room.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You didn't just take a picture of your house and then put
no.
No, trust. Ain't not none of us on this panel.
Our podcast is not paying like that yet.
No, it ain't paying like that yet.
We working towards that.
We'll get there.
Like you is. So right now today, that's not what's happening. That's not happening.
This is what I'm dealing with, by the way. My girlfriend loves having 50,000 plants in the house.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And so when you have plants in the house, you also have bugs. And then when you have bugs, you have to buy other predators to kill the bugs. So now we got every species of anything in here. We're working up to a lion at one point. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not joking. There are plants everywhere and bugs everywhere and spiders. It's crazy. I don't know what to do. I'm in Alaska, by the way. Did I tell you that? I'm living up in Alaska.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm in Alaska. That's why, when
what
you
is it
said
like down there?
it's not
Over
good.
there.
It's not good. Just stay where you are.
I don't plan on going.
A lot of plants. Well, I'm in Juneau, Alaska, so it's not like it's a little further south than Fairbanks or Anchorage. But Juneau's it's kind of like we're in a rainforest, so we're on the coast and in a rainforest, so it rains a lot. So today's like one of the only days of sunshine, so it's great to be indoors talking to you guys.
Nice.
So
and I mean that. I mean that. I got to get out of the sun.
I appreciate it. How'd you get to Alaska?
Well, I met my girlfriend, a human woman that I met.
She wasn't blow up.
No, she's not. She's a human woman. I met her. Yeah, that's my criteria. Human woman. I'm like, okay, that matches my interests.
Mine's is breathing.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, okay. No preference.
Post.
Yeah. Any woman in America, please knock the dust off my guy over here. Please knock the dust off my guy over here.
This man is trying to tell his story.
No,
let this man talk.
I think you guys should explore this.
It's a wonderful story, and you guys are interrupting him.
John, this story will last all of 2 seconds after we get done teasing him. Trust me.
Hell, Mel might last 2 seconds next time he gets up.
You give me a lot of credit.
That boy on a drop.
Just the smell to make me come.
No. Oh no. Well, tell you what, I can link us back to the topic. Don't come to Alaska. Jermel, oh no, sorry, go ahead.
No, you were talking, sir.
I was going to say, don't come to Alaska. The ratio is 10 men to every one woman. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, when I first moved up to Alaska, it was tough. I had to fight 9 guys. Anyway, it was worth it. It was worth it. But yeah, no, I met my girlfriend up in Alaska doing shows, and then had to make the decision: do I move to Alaska, give up my life in Los Angeles, sitting on a bar stool, drinking and gambling on sports with my friends Tim Shitty Pants Bader, Johnny Cosmo, and Bob Windfire Stevenson, and do I trade all that in to get up at 7 a.m. and make pancakes and take my girlfriend's daughter to school? So I did. But it's not bad. I take her to school, and then I go to. I'm not gonna lie. I go to the bar. I have a few wobbly pops at the bar, and then, and now Emma will always ask, John, how come you always drive me to school, but we always have to walk home from school? I'm like, it's called exercise.
Safety reasons, baby. Safety reasons.
Yeah, we don't have to get into that. But yeah, so moved up to Alaska, and yeah, it's all right. It's interesting up here. Do you guys like fishing or hunting, or is seafood your thing?
Yeah.
Well, I eat seafood.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a little bit of all three. My dad was born on the coast, so I did the fishing and all that kind of stuff. And my mother's side is country, so we did the hunting and all that kind of stuff. So,
oh wow. So have you killed an animal with a gun?
Yes.
What kind of animal?
A deer.
Oh, you did. Wow.
That's good.
And like you took it down and then had to wait for it to wander through the forest, and like how did that go? I've never. The
instance that I went with my uncle and my cousin, and actually my cousin and I both hit the deer, so we didn't have to wait for it to kind of just fall. Like it fell instantly.
Oh, its head exploded. Gotcha.
That would have been great. That would have been awesome.
That was a Clayton Bigsby moment.
Yeah, that would have been great. But we had my uncle put him in the back of the truck. We took him back in his garage.
Skinned him.
Yeah. Gutted him. Cleaned him out. The whole nine.
How old were you at the time?
I was 14. No, I was
What?
actually 14 when I did that. I was
14.
I was 14.
Wow. And that was your first time killing killing deer? Wow. See, I am such I'm suburban Ottawa. You've talked to my sister, so
Right.
we're like suburban Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and hunting is just like that was like a rumor. I'm like, no one really hunts. And then you grow up and you're like, oh, I see. People do need to hunt. I can't imagine being 14 years old. And well, good for you. Okay, so you might like Alaska. You should come on up.
I'm gonna come visit. I like trips.
Book the flight.
Yes.
Hey, it might be one of our stops on 50 shows in 50 states.
Yes.
Well, go ahead and plug it since you didn't bring it up.
Hey,
if you're doing 50 shows in 50 states, well, obviously you have to do Alaska if you're doing 50 different states, or you can do a couple of states over again. Then you don't have to come to. You can do Alabama twice, and then you don't have to come to Alaska.
No one knows
if you want.
Oh,
you don't want to go to Alabama? Okay.
Alabama's not bad.
I mean, I like Alabama, but
I got family there.
You have family everywhere.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Alabama in the daytime.
Not at nighttime.
You know.
But and you actually brought up.
They have color restrictions.
No.
Oh,
they have
Lord.
tradition.
Okay. Anyway, bringing them back on topic. So you actually brought up your sister. What was it like?
Oh yeah, I gotta hear this.
Growing up together, both of you guys being in the comic world. Thank you.
Yeah,
we got you.
We got you.
I know, heavy tongue.
We got you tongue tied
every time. What was that like? What was your childhood like going into now as you guys being adults? Both of you guys doing your thing out here. What was that like in the Dore household?
It was different. I mean, we had different periods of our life that were. We were friendly and it's so hard to answer that question because there's a period in our life where we were tight, good friends. And then getting into high school, I don't know what happened, but we fell apart. We'd walk down the hallway of our home and we wouldn't say a word to one another, it was like that for a long time. As a kid, I think there was friendly pranks. My sister would have a sleepover. I'd go upstairs, hide under her bed, and then wait for her and her friend to come in and then scare the crap out of them. That was wonderful. So it was that kind of playful stuff, right? Pleasant trauma that I introduced in my life.
Thank you for realizing that it's trauma.
That's it. Well, that's the thing, right? Pleasant trauma. if I describe it.
Another T-shirt.
That sounds like my younger brother.
Pleasant trauma. I cause pleasant trauma. Stand-up's better than meth.
That's a night with sex with me.
I do love the huge pause after a Jermel comment.
Oh, you get a lot of that. You get a lot out of here.
There's nothing else that you can say. This is why he's on the screen by himself. We're on the screen together.
He in his house, we in our house.
But Allison
in
and
the
I
outhouse.
Allison and I were good. We're very good friends towards the end of high school. I don't know. You could ask her next time she's on. I remember buying her. Yeah, we became very close and supportive and great. But yeah, we had to grow through a pretty awkward phase. Right. But yeah, we eventually were both doing stand-up comedy. I think I took it a little bit more seriously in that I was willing to travel a lot more. And then Allison kind of settled into the radio thing, which is great. But yeah, no, it's so funny. Allison made me laugh so hard. She is like the perfect sister to grow up with. She is a confidant, a friend, similar sense of humor. I don't think there's anything I could say to her that would bother her. She's like a best friend of a sister. So I'm very, very lucky. Right. She developed a great marijuana habit and a lot of it, like to the point where I'm like, what is going on? She used to go outside and smoke pot in the shed. And we grew up with parents where, like, every drug was the same. It wasn't like we might as well have been mainlining heroin, smoking marijuana. I don't think my parents would have looked at it differently. So she would go out to the shed in the middle of winter in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and she'd be smoking like 6 or 7 huge blunts, and you'd just see like smoke billowing out. Anyway, that's to emphasize a point. Like there'd be times where we'd go out and she'd go to her dealer's house, and I'd go with her, and then on the way home, I'd be completely fried, and my sister would be manageable and okay, and would be coming home. She's like, "Hey, just tell mom that," because we took a while. She'd say, "Just tell mom I stopped and looked at shoes." I'm like, "Okay, great." So we go in the door, and my mom says, "Where were you guys?" My sister says, "Oh, we stopped to look at shoes." And I decided it would be funny to say, "Yeah, Allison, tell mom what the clerk at the store said. You guys almost got into a fight. That was crazy." And then my mom says, so it's this whole situation my sister now has to invent. And so my mom's like, "Oh, what did the clerk at the store say?" And I go downstairs laughing, and my sister's upstairs just inventing this story, talking to my mom. So it's like pimping her out to anyway. And to me, I imagine myself in that situation, finding it quite amusing and hilarious, trying to, like, while I'm really high, trying to have this, calm conversation with my mom. My sister just comes downstairs as if it's nothing. Whatever, just made up a story. She was a maniac. But those are like, I have so many fond memories of my sister. Yeah, it was. Growing up was a lot of fun. It was great. She's good.
Yeah, Allison seems to be a great person.
I would
I always tell a lot of people when I first met her, it's like I listened to her show, and I was like, oh, she sounds kind of interesting. I like the way her and Cassandra kind of back and forth. So I just hit her up on Instagram. Hey, listen to your show. I really love it. Boom, boom, boom. Just throw it out there. Didn't think I was boom, got something right immediately. Oh, sure, I love to do it.
Yeah,
like she.
Right. And then like anytime I can call her, say or text her, hey,
she can't
such, she'll send it back. Oh, sure, and I think that she seems to be a real great person.
Yeah, she is. She's wonderful. Yeah, she's wonderful. Oh, she loves you guys too. She loves you guys. So, yeah,
we love her too.
Yeah. So so why are you listening to? Just curious, because out of you got a whole Sirius satellite radio, you got a whole world of radio to listen to. So how do you settle on Canada Talks? It's interesting. Like Raleigh, North Carolina.
Because of my connection in Michigan, I spend a lot of time going back and forth to Canada.
Okay, gotcha.
Toronto and Windsor mainly. And because I went to Wheels, Wheels In.
What did you say?
Wheels In? Yeah.
What was that?
You never been to Wheels? It's in Ontario. I'm trying to think what city it's in.
Apparently, every time
it's between.
That, no one knows what it is.
No, I also knew what it was. It's between. I think it's between Windsor and London. It's in that area.
Oh, so what is it? Is it a?
It's also like a resort type thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Almost like what's that place down there in Concord? Wolf Lodge.
Oh, like the water park.
Yeah, it's kind of like got the little water slide.
I'm glad I knew that because he kept on me like I was supposed to know the $1 million answer. I knew that one today.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it? Oh no. Oh, I hope I'm thinking of the right place. Is it a place you pull into? Is there an indoor water park?
Yes. And
a whole bunch of shops and mini putt inside.
Yeah, mini putt. You can. Yeah.
God, that is low rent, but really fun. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
It's kind of the place in the 80s, if you pulled in there, early 80s, if you pulled in there.
That's probably when I went.
It would have been like Disneyland. Yeah.
Right,
okay,
right.
I know what you mean. That's a super interesting place. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
So we go there a lot. And then I had got accepted to a school on the campus of UT.
Okay.
And so I was gonna move to Toronto. But then situation happened. I ended up not moving.
Right.
Then later on in my life, I was gonna move again. Situation happened. I ended up not moving. So I had this love with Toronto and Ontario. So that's why I kind of listen to it to see what's going on, keep abreast of what's going on with my Canadian brothers and sisters.
That's great. But how cool is that? And then you discover Allison Dore.
I discovered Allison, and now we're talking about
it. And here we are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Full circle.
Yeah,
full circle.
Full circle.
I love it.
I know. And now I got my passport, so we definitely.
Mine should be
coming.
Right.
I'm
working on that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
that's on the to-do list.
I see. I used to tell people when I was a kid, all you need was your license to go to Canada if you live in the border states. So I just show my license and cross over. I didn't have to have a passport.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be that way. Yeah. Now it's
after 9/11, they just changed all that.
Yeah. Do you guys have your vaccinations?
No,
I get my first one next week.
Look,
okay. I'm working on. I'm still debating.
Look, John, I'm gonna be serious.
Please do.
I didn't see a lot of mistrust that comes with Black folks and vaccines with the American government. So I'm kind of still holding off. Just the history just ain't too good.
Right.
So I'm kind of, I'm not 100% with it, quite yet. I'm more like 30,
I'm still on the fence.
30%. No, I ain't even 50. I'm 30%.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
So you're 30% that you like. You're 70%. You're a 30% sure you'll get it. Is what you're saying.
30% sure I'll get it. 70% still saying hell no.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
And see how it reacts after I get mine next week.
Well, no, it's because my mother and my sister got it, but they were still getting flu-like symptoms after the situation. And then, there's numerous of people that I've seen and heard, and a couple of people I actually know that got vaccinated and, still messed around and got the shit. So I'm like, well, I thought the purpose of it was to not get it if you get vaccinated. But, it is what it is. It's a personal choice. I'm not gonna, crap on people who do get it or don't get it. Right. It's a personal choice.
I got 5. I got 2 Pfizers, 2 Modernas, and I got a weird knockoff one. I got a Johnson and Jackson. I'm very lucid.
I like the setup. I like that.
Oh, this is I
like that.
But that one gave me diarrhea right away.
That was
I'll take anything. I'll take anything. Yeah. But I hear you. It's an interesting time. I mean, who would have thought we'd ever live in an age with a pandemic? I mean, the confidence that we have walking through life, assuming
it's almost apocalyptic.
Yeah, most viruses are, not this contagious or this problematic. And then here we are. Like, what a strange time. And then, I totally understand and can appreciate hesitancy to getting a vaccine. It's a very interesting time. But again, I had very sudden and intense diarrhea. And I just want to make that clear. I want to make that clear. I'm fine now.
You need some Pepto-Bismol for sure. That was the cure for everything at the house.
This podcast is going to come with a COVID warning attached to it. Yeah.
Now, speaking of the pandemic, how did the pandemic kind of change your career at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. So the pandemic, I mean, everything got pulled. Actually, the last show I did was in Raleigh, North Carolina. That was my very last show before everything shut down at Good Nights. Yeah, it was March 5th, 2020, I believe, or March. Anyway, around that weekend.
Because I was supposed to go to that show.
Oh, you were supposed to go to that show?
I was. My friend Takina.
And what happened?
Me. My sister came into town. That's what happened.
That's what happened. Sister, 5 kids. Sister, 5 kids came into town? Or is this a different sister?
This is a different sister. This is
sister 5 kids.
Family emergency with her, so I had to take care of that.
Sister 5 kids.
Well, next time I'm in town, you guys gotta whatever.
Oh, no.
Unless you're doing anything else, but yeah, you just gotta
John, no worries. No worries. If you were in town, matter of fact, we might even try to pull up and do a show outside your set.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. A competing show.
Well, no, not at the same time.
No, it would be hilarious. It would be hilarious if you are trying.
It'll be a prelude to your show. That's what it would be.
I think it'd be funny if people are walking in to go to my show and you guys are like offering a discount better show. You're like, come to our show. Trying to take the audience away. It'd be a competition.
And then call him in the middle of his show, like, "Hey, just want to interview you real quick on the show again. Come on."
Oh, that would be a ball. We should do that. But yeah, so to answer your question, the pandemic hit and work got pulled out from underneath me. But I'm very lucky because we pitched a show to the CBC, one of Canada's national broadcasters, and they picked it up. And we got to shoot a show during the pandemic called Humor Resources, where I played a human resources manager for stand-up comedians. So we interviewed people like Sarah Silverman, Tom Green, Eric Andre, Nikki Glazer, Arthur Simeon, a whole bunch of really fun comics. And it showcased my life with Emma at home, who you saw. She's in the show. And my girlfriend Christina, and then a lot of comedians, and it was a ball to make. So that show we got to make. So I got very lucky in the middle of the pandemic to pitch this show, and we were just able to convince them that it could be done relatively cheap. I got very lucky. So I'm very happy the world's opening up again because I'm ready to hit the road. But so the pandemic, crazy, but I got very lucky and I feel very fortunate.
Nice. That actually leads me into my next question.
Wait. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Commercial time?
Commercial time.
All right.
We'll be right back with his thought. Hopefully he don't forget it during the commercial break.
I know you.
And more.
Hopefully the weed don't wear off.
Y'all stay tuned.
My name is Dr. Sally Grissom, and I invented time travel. That wasn't my goal, but then one minute I'm in my lab, and the next I'm in the middle of a 1940s military experiment. The Office of Developed Anomalous Resources took my invention and immediately did what shadowy government agencies do, turned it into a weapon for the dawning Cold War. I've changed a whole lot of history since then, and I don't think you could say it was all for the better. It's all my new friends and I can do to make sure Odar doesn't tear the fabric of space-time apart at the seams. And if you can hear this, then maybe, just maybe, we didn't fuck it all up. But I wouldn't bet money on it.
And you can catch ours Paradoxica every Friday at 8 p.m. here on the IOW Network.
Oh, I have breasts now. I already heard. I do, I have breasts now. That's why I wear sweaters, to try and cover up my tiny breasts. I still call them tiny. I do, I have breasts. Never thought I'd get them. I was blessed with a metabolism where I could eat whatever I wanted, never exercise, and I just ran with it. And by that, I mean I did no running whatsoever my entire life. And then one day I noticed I had breasts, and the day I noticed that I developed them was I was on an airplane during violent turbulence. Airplane shaking violently. And I felt this pain in my breath. It was like, ow, oh my God, I've never felt that before. Oh no, ow, what is that? Oh no, they're here, oh my God, ow. And it hurt, like there were nerve endings there. It genuinely hurt. And I was all alone in this crisis. Couldn't share that with anyone. Now the only people I relate to are 11-year-old girls. I'm like, are you developing? What's next for me? Are we gonna be okay? Are we gonna be all right? Oh fuck, your dad's coming. We can't talk about this. Get out of here. Hey bud, what's up bud?
That got weird. I forgot about that.
I told you there's nothing off limit. Welcome back, guys. Of course,
we back.
Are your favorite podcast, Gang Gang.
Gang Gang.
That clip, please explain where that clip was taken at. Like, where do you get that material from? Where does this come from?
Yeah, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear where your mind's going.
No, but that's the truth. I mean, that's a true story. I remember, like, you know, whenever I would put on, weight, I would feel, you know, in my breast, like if I was on an air, you can feel it like wherever you want, like jogging, whatever. But I would feel, you know, this, you know, mammary mass that I wouldn't feel. So, I mean, that'd be true. I remember once having to, anyway, but there's more to that joke. So, I mean, don't think it ends there, but it's,
yes,
yeah.
I know there's more.
But it would definitely start there. And then, yeah, if, anyway, whatever. I'm a fool.
B cup?
I don't know. I don't know what I am.
Hey, walk me through the story. Can you measure these?
I'm doing a bit better now. I've pandemic. Pandemic. I basically ate like a lasagna a week and had 30,000 beers. So I put on some weight. But the last month I've been
joined the club.
Last month I've been pretty good. Last month and a half I've been exercising, trying to eat better. So I'm getting a bit better. I don't feel as embarrassed when I go to the pool. But I was just in Las Vegas, and I got a sunburn to rival all sunburns. It was brutal. I should send you a picture of it. But
how was the bachelor party?
No, well, it was my buddy Tim's birthday. So
his birthday. I thought it was bachelor party.
But 50 people descended on the wind in Vegas, and yeah, oh my goodness, what a ball! But I got to swim. Point is, I'm swimming more now, and I'm losing my breasts.
Well, good.
Good, because I think I gained yours.
You passed it on us.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't catch up to me.
I might squeeze some titty milk on you from right here.
Y'all cannot catch up with me, so shut it on up.
You adopted 2 children.
Listen, I adopted 4 children with the way that these things
You're in world hunger with them things.
It's all right. I know somebody that likes him. Listen, I know a few people that like him. This is what I deal with.
Oh my goodness.
The confusion on John's face right now is hilarious.
Before we went to commercial, you were holding a thought.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Geez, you guys
His fault.
with the clip.
His fault.
Gosh. No, because you were alluding that you couldn't wait to get on the road. So I was going to ask, when is the next time Jon Dore is getting on the road?
Okay, so the next show is January 25th. January. June
Lord.
25th.
I was gonna be like,
Good Lord.
I was like, damn, you got some minute. You got a minute. It's gonna be a minute.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody can push it out right now. Go ahead and get the tickets.
I'm being really safe. I'm being really safe with getting back into the world, but no, June 25th in San Diego. We're doing this big show outdoors downtown, so that's going to be a ball. So you go to @TV's Jon Dore to find out more about that. But then I got like Milwaukee and Wisconsin or Madison. So some fun shows around Wisconsin, and I'm trying to wait and see what's going to happen with Canada because I want to get back to Canada and tour, but they're in their whole they got a whole other problem going on up there with the virus. So we got to.
Let me ask you. So how is doing comedy in Canada different from doing comedy in the States?
It's no different, really.
No different.
I mean, it's pretty much the same. Generally speaking, you got your warm crowds, you got some clubs that are better, some clubs that aren't, and you got some great crowds, some weird crowds. So like, it's all the same. It's pretty much all the same. I mean, you could get into like the differences, town to town, city to city, and different cultures in different regions. And but I mean, America's diverse and different, and Canada is as well, just in different ways. So yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty much they're the same thing. People want to laugh, and they want to laugh. They're sensitive.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything unique about Canada to me, anyway. In that sense.
Okay, yeah, gotta clean that one up, John.
Yeah, I was about to say your homies ain't gonna let you back in no more. Oh, what you say? Oh yeah,
So we saw that podcast, Mr. Dore. You'll have a problem getting to the country.
Oh my goodness.
I dare them to turn me away. I dare them. America has welcomed me in. I'm a green card carrying resident alien of the United States of America, and I want to thank the three of you for being lovely ambassadors. If I'm not allowed back in Canada, I know I can come stay at your beautiful house. I can see it right there.
We got plenty of room.
Plenty of room. I love it. We'll put you right under that flat screen TV by the fireplace.
You got the perfect little
cot
view
right there.
right on out the water.
The sunlight hits you.
Oh, you're wearing your Lakers cap too. What a game last night.
Oh, great game.
Man, I'm a Steph Curry fanatic, so I was like, I thought if they could do it last night, that was going to be the one. This is really going to be. I could go off forever on this, so maybe I should be quiet.
I heard you're a basketball fan.
Honestly, if you really love sports, Mr. Jon Dore, you can always join the IOW Sports Show. You can always join the IOW.
You can always come on our show.
I would love to. I could chat sports. Yeah. I mean, this is the time of year. We got hockey and basketball playoffs. So I'm glued to the television.
It's funny you say that because that was we talked about that because I've said it numerous times that I actually enjoy watching the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Right.
Because these guys are getting after it. That was one of my talking points today on the sports show. Literally, Washington Capitals and Boston Bruins have had 3 games, and all 3 of them went to overtime.
Right.
So like
that's
compelling TV. Like it's good stuff to watch. So
I agree. I love this time of year for that one reason. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Overtime in hockey is ridiculous. But even basketball, like the play-in, I wasn't sure about until last night. We
said the same thing. We said the same thing. I wasn't sure about it neither, and then all of a sudden we get last night. And then you get a good game from San Antonio, Memphis. And I'm like, it makes sense why NBA did it.
So are you a Raptor? Go ahead.
I'm Steph Curry all the way.
So you're not a Raptors fan?
I mean, I'm a Raptors fan as much as, I mean, I was a Bulls guy in the 90s, obviously. And then, of course, when the Raptors had a team, they were kind of my team, but like until a player replaced Jordan for me, and that was Steph Curry. Like just from Davidson all the way through. Like I remember watching the draft and him going to Golden State, and I was kind of disappointed because I was like, oh, I was hoping he'd go to New York, East Coast, like it'd be fun. But anyway, yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm just full on Steph Curry. I can watch him. Yeah, I mean that's the reason I bought NBA TV was when I was living in Los Angeles, I couldn't get Bay Area sports, so I had to buy the NBA. So yeah, I was from his rookie season all the way through. I'm just a huge fan of Curry. So
Steph Curry, you hear that?
Oh yeah,
Chef Curry with the pop boy.
Carolina too. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Dell played in Toronto for a bit, so there's that connection.
He did.
So yeah, oh my God. But yeah, so last night's game just broke my heart because when LeBron hit that 3, I'm like,
oh yeah, that was clutch.
Crushed us.
That was a clutch 3.
There were a lot of people that were mad on my timeline when that happened.
Oh, but no worries. Your boy Steph Curry still has a chance to redeem himself tomorrow.
Right. I know, but I think the Suns in round 1 would have been such a better matchup for Golden State.
True.
Now we got to face Utah, and I'm going to say we're going to face Utah because we're going to beat Memphis again.
I like that.
We just beat them the other night. There's no way we can go down.
Book it. Y'all heard it here first. Jon Dore has guaranteed Golden State
He
will beat Memphis. Guaranteed.
I cannot.
Yes.
So yeah, you'll definitely have to do the sports show with the guys because that is their heart. That is his baby.
We can make that happen for sure.
I know. I want to do the actual show. We're here talking about practice.
No, I'm talking about, we want to bring you
talking about practice.
We want to bring you the actual.
I want to do the practice show. Why are we wasting time talking about practice?
So the next show is going today. The next show will be Monday.
Yeah, no. Literally, whenever your schedule's open,
when you're free. Yes. We usually do our show Mondays and Thursdays.
Only if it helps you guys. If you want to have a boring dude like me talk about sports, I can rant. I can talk about
watch our sport. You need to watch our sports show.
He said,
"Hey, Mel, send him a link on what we did."
I'm gonna send you a link to our sports show. You need to watch our sports show.
Please do. Yeah. Are you sending it to my phone? Okay, now we're just talking sports. Now I feel terrible. Now
this normally happens. So this is normally us. Trust me.
Listen,
what
John.
Happens.
You are our guest. Wherever the conversation flows,
we're gonna take it there.
We could talk about anything.
We really could.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's.
I done had like 50 jobs, so I probably could talk about something everything.
50 jobs.
and like 25 of them at one time.
He's Jamaican man. Yeah, man.
I made a bet partway through the season that the Golden State Warriors would make it to the Western Conference Final. So,
oh wow.
I know, and if I win the bet, which is not looking good, but I think I can still win it, and that's why I really wanted Phoenix in round 1. But anyway, my friend Arthur has to frame a $100 bill, and I can hang it on my wall. So it's more about me hanging it on the wall and taking pictures next to it and bothering him for the rest of his life with it. But,
I would say that would be the fun.
But you know what? I don't think you're too far off.
In a weird way, I agree with you, but I don't want to say too much right now.
I won't let you say it. I'll say it.
We beat Utah twice this year,
right?
Look, at the end of the day, the way that Chef Curry has been cooking and whipping it up since April, the man is shooting lights out.
I'll say this.
Yeah,
it depends on which road they take.
No, they say in Utah.
I'm saying after that. You know who wins?
Oh, after that,
you know what I'm saying? Because if the Lakers beat,
if they see the Lakers before the finals,
but here's my thing. Here's my thing. If the way they played yesterday, both teams, Lakers and I say Utah, the Lakers and Golden State. Golden State pretty much had that game. It's just the turnovers messed them.
Turnovers killed them.
Now you talking about a 7-game series.
Yeah,
you know if they can play, they can keep that intensity and clean up on turnovers, they can possibly beat the Lakers.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, it's not far-fetched.
No, it's not far-fetched.
Talking about the Pistons beating.
No, look, it's not far-fetched. And you see what I got on. I'm not going to discredit Steph at all.
Right.
I mean, you get Draymond, who's the enforcer. All right. All you need is Andrew Wiggins just to give you what 20 points.
Yes.
Wiggins, maybe 8 rebounds. That's it.
Give you
We need Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins to step up for sure. And we also I mean, it's tough. We got a short bench now, but Looney's got to be healthy and strong and confident, which he was last night. And these turnovers murdered us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting too worked up, and I have to go pick up Emma from school in 20 minutes. And I just don't want to be mad when I pick her up.
No, you cannot be mad when you pick up Emma. You cannot be mad.
Well, I want to. So we all are in culinary.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are all in culinary.
So I heard from a bird that you used to be a butcher.
Tweely.
No, I wasn't a butcher. I worked in a butcher shop.
You worked in a butcher shop. Okay.
Yeah.
How was that? What did you do?
Well, I mean, I'd work the deli counter and I'd have to fill the meat counter. I'd debone chicken breasts.
Okay.
And then I'd have to. So that was as close to being a butcher as I'd get. I'd have to grind meat in the morning, so the butcher would leave, lean and medium ground meat, and first thing in the morning, take, cold meat, put it in the grinder, and then put that in the shelf. So that was basically the extent of it. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're all in culinary arts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. And the goal being
So
your own restaurant, like what kind of?
How did you start?
So I
go ahead. Yeah.
So we both of us have a catering company. He had a catering company.
Mm-hmm.
My goal, so we are actually revamping. So the first commercial you heard in the commercial break for Millie J Sweet Treats, that is actually my company. So that's my dessert company. So the goal for that one is actually to have a storefront, to be able to sell fresh pastries, fresh desserts on hand.
Yeah.
And then we also, which will be launching next week. On Tuesday, we're introducing the whole brand, which is Chef Lex, which introduces my plate sales and all those different things that I've been doing kind of on the slide when I'm not stuck at my 9 to 5.
She has a commissary to cook from.
Right.
Oh, trust me, I can tell you about that too.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you're 9 to 5. You're doing a podcast. You've got a catering company. This is a lot.
Oh, that's not even a tip of it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No. You run down my schedule.
All of us stay so busy. Like Jamel does everything with the network outside of him working.
He does a lot with the network.
Yeah, he does a lot with the network.
Yeah, he's the brainchild of the whole network.
We just come in where he needs us to come in and add our commentary.
Yeah, we're just here to help execute the vision.
Yeah, that's it.
They do a good job. They do a good job.
That's it. So
wow.
And then I've got a shoe line coming on my birthday as well. So there's a lot of stuff. And then I have my solo podcast that'll be airing on our network that'll start on Wednesday, called The Community. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on.
Right. And Lamar.
Yeah. I got my own catering company, Mad Max, which I named after my daughter. So Madison is my oldest. Yep. So that's the Mad part. And then Mackenzie's my youngest. So that's the Mac part. And I'm not as active with it as I once was. Funds broke. Starting our own company, and then I had the bright idea, of getting tired of working for people.
That's where you was working at too.
That too.
That country club.
Yeah. So hey, let's just start a catering company in the middle of the pandemic. And sounds like a great idea.
Right.
And so I did it, and I started off selling plates. I go into the commissary every now and then. Every now and then I'll do a little post, just say
pop-up sale.
Hey, hey, come get this,
I told you that wing in a bag thing is going
to do that. Yeah. So like my girls love Taco Tuesday. So every Tuesday I post the tacos we make.
Yeah.
Right.
So I do like street tacos and then, just the basic American beef tacos and we love food.
I was saying, you get on the subject of food, we're not going to stop talking.
When I come back to North Carolina,
you're going to gain 15 pounds. Yes.
No, we have to hang out. Like, there's no way around it.
Oh yeah.
We got to talk sports and we got to eat food.
Oh yeah.
Taco
Sports,
Tuesday works
food,
for me.
beer. Sports, food, beer,
and comedy.
We
can
comedy.
pizza.
Yeah, if I make it to the show, fine. But that's not the point anymore.
We'll get you to the show. Don't worry about that. We'll get you.
You might be a little inebriated.
Yeah.
But you get there.
I'm not joking. That's the way it goes for me anyway. I mean, when I get to certain places you get to, and the culture there is so fun, like the bar and patio culture. And before you know it, it's a beautiful day. You got a little bit of a humid day. You want to sit on a patio.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to work. I'm going to roll into that 8 o'clock show a little rough around the edges, but just incorporate it in the show. Make it feel like we're on that front porch, making everyone laugh. You know what I'm talking about?
You'll meet Modelo Mar.
Right.
You'll meet Modelo Mar.
Mine's gonna be some crime, probably.
Yeah.
I need those on heavier.
Hey, Modelo's go great with tacos on Tuesday.
They do.
They go
I
fantastic
had one
with
last
tacos on
Tuesday. It
Tuesday.
was wonderful.
Yes.
It was great. Not even gonna lie. I might have one today. Tuesday.
Well, I mean, I have one every night. So.
Right.
But we know that you have to get ready to go pick up the lovely Miss Emma. So we are first and foromost. Thank you again for coming on the show. Doing the show with us. We are. Listen.
Before you go, I gotta play this last clip.
Oh hell!
I got
it. Get prepared.
Hey, Steve! How are ya? Not bad. No, I knew you were up at the lake. I saw your boat. Also, I fell asleep in the sun yesterday. I think your kids came by. They drew another penis on my chest. Yeah, it looks like they traced it.
That was a great joke. That was a great joke.
There's lots going on in there.
It is. I just honed in on that one part, but there's a little more to that. But the way you set it up, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, then that punchline.
Oh,
that was a great joke.
When we finally get to the end, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. You guys are the best. This is fun.
No, you are the best. And we definitely have to have you on the show for a part 2.
Yes.
Just like we did with Allison, because of course you and Allison break the timer tremendously whenever we have them on the show, and we love it.
Well, you know, let's get Allison. Let's do a whole Allison Dore, Jon Dore show, and then we'll just blather on and talk.
Family. Yes.
And then let's get into some cooking and oh my God, we could just talk forever. But yeah, thanks for pulling those clips though. Those are very thoughtful. They're fun too, because I never know when you're gonna begin or cut them off either. So, yeah.
Thank you for making those clips, giving us
They
material to pull. We do our homework.
So
I know it's so great.
I'm a very analytical type person.
Yes.
And so
perfectionist.
And so as I was listening to some of your stand up, you know, I like how you set the joke up. I like the how do you flow with it, and even from your mannerisms, you know, your little small stuff you notice, you know, and I like how the end of the, you know, how you set up the punchline. You know, the punchline comes in. It's just like and I watch the stand up, and it's like a flow. You can see okay, here's this joke, and he's setting this joke up for that joke, and then he sets this joke up for that joke, and it's just kind of I like that.
Thank you. No, that's nice to hear too, because and it kind of goes back to why sometimes why you need an audience listening. You can't have drunk people at the back, because if there's any subtlety going on. And so, yeah, it's kind of the boon and bane to my existence on stage, because it can either go very well if people are listening, and if they're not listening, then kind of like everything's lost. So I don't know, but no, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Oh, no problem, man. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Listen, all the way. Thank you so much. Listen, this will not be the last time you guys will see Mr. Jon.
Hey, I see it already. If John lets us know he's coming to Raleigh, we're gonna plaster it through the whole.
Oh, done. Done. Well, Jermel, you have my info, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Or did you send me the? What did you?
I sent it to you already.
Yeah,
okay. Good. Right on. Okay. Good. No, we're good. We're connected.
Yep. So when you come,
hey,
you come to Raleigh,
tell him.
Wait, listen.
He's he's part of the crew now.
I was getting there. Listen, if there's anything, of course, that we can do, please let us know, because like we tell Allison, we tell every other guest, you are now part of the IOW family. Kinfolk, and we will do whatever we need to help promote you in our local assembly, as I would say if I was in the church house.
Praise the Lord.
Family.
Listen, we appreciate you. The collection plate.
Y'all go ahead and put some in the collection plate, family.
Oh,
you gotta turn you on the Steve.
Old Gaza, Appalachia. Yeah, you'll like them.
Anyway, thank you so much. You guys, please, before you go, plug away where they can find you at, where they can get all updated information on you. Again, where's all that information found at?
Me at TV's Jon Dore, Instagram and Twitter at TVS JONDORE. I post a bunch of fun videos and stuff. So yeah.
Which he does, because I've been up and down his social media, and I almost pissed myself.
Well, don't do that. You too grown for that. I will roast you for peeing on yourself.
Listen, I'm not going to, but I was very
I'll
close.
give you a towel, then I'm gonna laugh at you.
I'm damn sure not doing that. Anyway, John, thank you. We're gonna let you go, and we're gonna take another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will be wrapping things up. Y'all stay tuned.
John, we appreciate it.
Appreciate you, John.
Thanks so much, guys. That was fun. Talk soon.